So guys, I just know that you are Danish.
Yes.
You are from...
Lithuania with Ukrainian roots and Polish roots.
Yeah, great. So you know English, Russian, Polish and Ukrainian.
And Lithuanian. I don't really know Ukrainian, but I'm learning it these days.
But you can understand Ukrainian.
I can, yes. But that's because I first heard Ukrainian complete sentences when the war started. And because I speak fluent Polish and fluent Russian, it was easy for me to put meaning together. But it's still spoken. Sometimes in spoken Ukrainian I get lost. But in written Ukrainian I can easily navigate and make sense of it.
And you are a popular Danish band here.
Upcoming, yeah.
Upcoming.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's introduce myself. I'm Оксана. Я Hela Оксана. Я come from Ukraine. Я live in middle part.
Great town.
Yeah, I like it. So nice to meet you guys.
Like me too.
And what shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do?
Jeg hedder Mikkel.
Okay.
Jeg hedder Conor.
Robert.
Great. Then we continue in English because it's everything that I know in Danish here. Okay, what about your band? Is it old band? Quite new one?
Yeah, well, the band started 3 years ago with me and my friend of mine, who's no longer in the band for a bunch of different reasons. And then I found these gentlemen and the bassist who is not here to continue because the music was there and we had traction and motivation was there. So I found these gentlemen and we continue to do what we intended to do in the beginning. So.
Okay, are you comfortable together?
Yeah. I'd say so. We've spent a lot of time together, intensively rehearsing and whatnot. So getting to know each other.
Yeah. I like that you said. I found that gentlemen's is like kind of English, England.
Sure. I'm trying to play off my big brother role, and keep them a little loose,
Like a couple of dogs or what?
And how you just got in this event? How do you know these organizers? Or what's your connection with Ukraine and this event?
Well, that mostly comes from me because, so for when the war started, of course, it touched me to my core, for both humane reasons as well as reasons of my heritage. So I got involved in whatever way I could. And then we did a protest in Copenhagen where we played the Ukrainian anthem in front of the Russian embassy 101 times in a row. Which went well. We got a lot of support from Ukraine, and we sang the entire embassy out of the office. They went home, and then I found out about the Ukraine. I already knew Alexander. We used to study together back in the day. So we just kind of kept the ball rolling, and we got here.
What's your feelings? Just be part of this event, be together with Ukrainians, get acquainted with someone of the Ukrainians.
Well, I was really moved when we played in Copenhagen because as a Dane, I don't have that strong connection with Eastern Europe, not to mention Ukraine, formally. But when we played there and I saw little kids playing their national anthem, holding their hand on their chest, not knowing what they sang about, and seeing the young folks my own age having their youth destroyed by this war, and old women and men experiencing this for the second time. That was really moving, and it brought a tear to my eye when we played. It was beautiful, and it was horrible, and it was heart-aching, and it was all emotions at once. I was really moved.
What about you?
I actually said to Sandra earlier today that it almost felt like we were in Ukraine during this gathering because we got a lot of news into the culture of Ukraine, and a lot of music and food and stuff. It was quite an experience.
Все, знімаємо.
Ваня, Мар'ян, хочеться в Україну? Так. А вас там дідусь, бабуся чекають? Ви скучаєте за ними? Бажаєте Україні перемоги? І, можливо, ви хочете заспівати пісню? Так. Давайте.
Вона калина похилилася, чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася, а ми тую червону калину піднімемо, а ми нашу славну Україну хай хоч веселимо.
Дякую. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
Слава!
Молодці.
Have you knew something about Ukraine before the war? No?
Primarily that their capital is Kiev. Well, I'm a big football fan, and I remember the European Championship in the Poland and the Ukraine back in 2012.
Yeah. And maybe you know Andriy Shevchenko?
Shevchenko, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Big old AC Milan player.
Yeah.
And Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
Chelsea as well, yeah.
And nothing more about Eurovision contest, Eurovision.
Oh yeah, you won once before recently, right?
And now we won. Recently we won, and we third time won in the European contest.
Well, I refuse to watch that contest. It's not some of this.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But I knew Vyshivanka for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love it. It's such a beautiful piece of clothing.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so maybe now you would like someday just visit Ukraine.
I think the whole world would like to visit Ukraine.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
it's clearly a very rich and aspiring culture. Not just because of your ability to resist, you know, the evil, but in general, it's just beautiful. You know, the colors, the movement, the take on beauty is magnificent. You know.
And when we talk with Danish people here, and I just show them some videos about different countries of Ukraine, and they say, wow, it's so beautiful here, and this, and we have so a lot of historical, very ancient place in Ukraine, because we have very great, deep history, you know, and we have a lot of stuff to show to Europe, and a lot of Europeans just don't know us, and it's like a pity. But yeah, after this event, it's unfortunately because of this event. But I hope that someday it will be not so far. We can go and
Yeah, I suppose so. But I think that in Danish schools and history lessons in Denmark, we are primarily taught about Eastern European, East Europe and West Europe, and the whole Soviet thing that was like what 90 years of a country's history. But because we are a Western country, we are mostly taught about Western countries. We are not dealing with the demographics of Poland or the culture of Ukraine or anything about the Czech Republic at all. So I think this terrible event is going to open some eyes in how the curriculum is taught in Danish schools, and because the refugees always enrich culture where they arrive. We can see that here today. We wouldn't have had anything to do with Ukraine if it wasn't for this terrible event. So it's a beautiful thing during something completely terrible and miserable, and I think that will change for the future.
For sure, and so we're very grateful that you are a part of this charity event, that you are like a part, not just like to spend some time, you know, your time, just you spend this time with your soul and all your heart, and we can feel like that.
That's wonderful.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
and it's very big thank you from all Ukrainians to you. And I believe that in the nearest future we can just upload you in our motherland in Ukraine somewhere in our stages.
We'll take
That
it.
would be
Together,
amazing.
all the whole sports complex or just square. It's Independence Square in Kiev, you know, the biggest one of the biggest in Europe. So thank you one more time, and maybe you can wish something, yeah, to Ukrainians, to Ukraine, maybe to all European people.
Well, we wish to prevail and definitely stay strong. And you know, there's obviously a lot of strength already there, but to keep it because I think we have this. We have this as a continent, and we have this as a the right side of the battle, and the victory is on the side, and it has been since day one. It's just not tangible yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know, and of course, it's unfortunate that it takes all the suffering to get there. But I feel like the closure is soon, and it's definitely going to be on our side. You know, your side.
Yeah. Our side, you know, because we are all about truth, about kindness, about love.
Yeah.
It's our side. Yeah, but we just on that front that we have to fight.
Yeah.
It's real fight. We are fighting here, but it's not, under the bomb and all the stuff. We under the peaceful sky, but there, yeah, like my native people there just fight as we, but yeah, it's kind of different stuff. But we pray for them, yeah, yeah, and. You know, the distance between Ukraine and Denmark, it's not so far, it's only 1,000 and something kilometers. So we are so close. I mean, like, yeah, we all European countries. And yeah, we are so close and we are together. And now we begin like very close to each other. So I think everybody understand this.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you guys will make wonderful members of European Union any day now.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Wonderful members, you know. So it'll be all right in the end. I think, I mean, every single poll ever made in the past 3 months shows that the rest of the world is backing you with everything. You know, the general public especially. Politics is politics, but you know, the general public is everything. You know. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава!
Свободу!